Hazelnut Community Farm is home to a Christian group that offers members the chance to grow their own fruit and vegetables and to worship outside. John, this is an incredible space. It's beautiful. What do you do here exactly?
So we really see gardening as our act of worship in our church. So all of the veg that you're standing around are like our living prayers. And so in an age of climate emergency, I think growing vegetables is one of the most important acts you can do, because it's involving community, it's producing food, and it's learning about how to engage with earth again. And that's really important for us.
Absolutely. And why did you in particular want to start this?
So I had kind of what Pope Francis calls a climate awakening, probably about 4.5 years ago. And it was at a city farm. And I thought, this feels like what I think church should look like. So I'm a vicar, and it was, they gave me permission to kind of try something different.
Along with growing crops, the team joins together in prayer, thanking God for his generosity.
God our Maker, as we plant, weed and water, fill us with the wonder and the beauty all around us.
How important is harvest to you, harvest time?
So we don't see harvest as just one day. We see it as starting all the way back in the spring when we put seeds in the ground. So all that we're harvesting is just a culmination of work that we've done all the way to the spring. It's a time of being able to eat together and share food and bring community in. So harvest is really, really special.
And tell me, how important is sustainability in this?
Yeah, so we're totally peat-free. We use no chemicals. We use a no-dig method, which means that we kind of honor the ground as it is. Instead of turning it over, we plant beds on top of it. And so it creates a happy place for fungus and different organisms that are already living in there.
Love that line, happy place for fungus.
Yeah, happy place for fungus.
And obviously harvest is all about sharing. I'm guessing that's part of your ethos here as well.
Yeah, so our commitment is to give away at least 50% of what we grow back to the community. And so we're not growing just for ourselves, we're growing for the whole community. Our biggest product is education. So what we're doing is we're taking this little powerhouse of a garden and replicating it and encouraging people to do it in their own area. So that's really exciting for us.
Reverend John wants his garden to be open to all, and some of the Christian members of the community have originally come from Hong Kong. Together, they are trying to spread the word about faith and crop growing around the world. It was lovely to come round to the back of the church, Ray, and see this beautiful patch here. I'd love to know, why did you decide to join the Hazelnut Community Garden?
Oh, actually, 2 years ago, our family decided to move from Hong Kong to the UK. A friend of mine introduced us to Hazelnut. We found it nice, peaceful, and welcoming to everybody. Hong Kong is an urban city with intense population and very little land for growing. A lot of Hong Kong people didn't get a chance to grow food. We learned here in Hazelnut a lot of things.
Is there something that you've done in your life that's maybe led you to this?
Oh, actually, I was not from the farming background. I work with an environmental protection organization. I'm an activist.
And how much do you feel what you've learned as a climate activist has helped you in terms of sharing what you know?
I'm part of the trustees team in Hazelnut, and my role is to reach out to other parts of the world to have our prayer partners.
Oh, so from this one church garden in Bristol, you're sowing seeds around the world now?
Yeah, as the Bible says, one sows and the other waters, and the Lord will make it grow.
And when you think of the journey you've made from Hong Kong to be here in Bristol, is there a particular piece of music or a hymn that reminds you about your Christian journey here?
One of the hymns I enjoyed very much is How Great Thou Art. I feel the power from the Lord, and also I feel being inspired and peaceful.